Indianapolis has a third space problem, and we're looking to solve it. See, I love Indianapolis. It is a wonderful city. We've got almost close to 1 million people. We are the second manufacturing state in the whole country. A lot more things should be made, started, and designed here. But for some reason, we do not have the businesses like Milwaukee and Chicago and some of these other larger markets. The goal of Lucky Duck is 3 things: to build businesses that add value to the community, help others, and show support to other local small businesses. And third, develop a really strong mentorship program that helps younger entrepreneurs get access to capital so that they can start their businesses. This is a venture fund. What we do is build and operate businesses here locally in Indianapolis, mainly in retail, hospitality, and CPG. I don't want anything to do with digital businesses. I don't want anything to do with software. Personally, I want to do businesses that serve people or serve the community or makes things. I think it's the best way to hedge yourself against AI. I think it's the best way to put yourself in the best position is serving your community directly. So the structure of Lucky Duck Ventures is simple. We're a venture fund. We raise money per project so that these projects don't affect our other business. A lot of times companies become over leveraged. They have one really successful business. They start another business. That business really struggles. And so this business profits end up supporting this one. We don't want that. We want our businesses to stand on their own. We want investors to be able to invest into the businesses they have interest in, not the whole kit and caboodle. So we raise the fund. Once we raise the fund, we go out and put the teams together to start building that business. What's brought me all my success in entrepreneurship is really simple. And it's honestly the formula to a successful business that I see people missing constantly. And it is go big early, pay your people really well, and don't be fucking greedy. The returns on a business where you pay your people well and you actually put some effort into the design, the aesthetic, and all of those things over time is going to pay you way more money than being a cheap asshole at the beginning of your business. All you got to do is treat them well, pay them well, show up for them, give them an opportunity to go into the next phase of their life, right? It's supposed to be a trajectory. It's supposed to be a ladder. No more pulling that shit up after you. Everybody gets a fucking climb. But yeah, pay people well. Now, here's the interesting piece about what's going on, right? The economics of 20 years ago are different today. When I've been out here raising money and raising money from the people who actually have liquidity, meaning boomers and older, there seems to be a big disconnect on how quickly they should make returns, how large those returns should be, and why it takes us so long now to make those returns. And it's really simple. Over time, landlords, commercial real estate companies have brought in national corporations into our communities. They then send that money right out of our communities. Eventually they leave. But what hasn't left is the price that landlord thinks they can get for their commercial property. For a small business to then go get an SBA loan and pay for that high-ass lease is almost a death trap. Our solution at Lucky Duck Ventures is a little bit of a different structure. And now you have to be confident in your abilities to develop a true brand and put the operations in place to make it profitable, right? So what we do is buy the property, and we don't lease it to anybody. We lease it to ourselves. So we are the owner and operator of the business. We have a real estate company and we have Lucky Duck Ventures. And so that way we aren't charging ourselves an exorbitant amount for rent. Both companies win when they both do well. So this real estate company is incentivized to help this company succeed, because when this company within this real estate succeeds, the value of that property goes boop. There are your returns, right? And so this is kind of the ethos and the thesis behind Lucky Duck Ventures, right? We're trying to get the flows of capital back into the hands of the people in our community who actually want to make an impact, rather than having these national companies who do not give a, okay? Now, who the fuck am I? I'm Michael Jansen. I've been doing entrepreneurship for 10 years. I've cut my teeth in some very volatile industries, one being cannabis technology, the other being mental health and behavioral health services. I've had a lot of success in those businesses. And the reason is because I pay my people really well. I have kick-ass operations, and I'm very good at putting together systems that make a company run smoothly. And I'm also very good at understanding what other people are good at, right? And putting people in a position and giving them an opportunity to do what they are best at and paying them well to do it, all right? Pay them more, take less at the beginning. You will make more later on. They take care of my business. They take care of our clients. I take care of them. And that's what I'm trying to bring into the businesses we do here in Indianapolis, right? And this is the type of mentorship I want to be giving to young entrepreneurs. Don't half-ass it. Don't treat your people like they're replaceable, because a lot of times they're not. When you find a person who is obsessed with something and works really hard and shows up every day, they deserve a piece of that pie that they're helping build. So share, don't be greedy. And over time, as we start building these businesses, we'll get to show you how we do that. And right now, what I want to show you is that there is so much opportunity in this market to do a lot of cool stuff. And that's what this video is for.
What do you want? What?
Over the next year, Lucky Duck Ventures is purchasing 2 buildings. We are starting 2 businesses of our own. We are working on consulting for a few other businesses. And I'm looking for younger entrepreneurs who want to learn some stuff about entrepreneurship, mentorship. You don't have to pay me, but if you want to learn more, reach out. I'll sit down with you for an hour once a week, talk about your ideas, talk about pathways to getting where you need to be as a 33-year-old who owns his own businesses. It's been a unique journey putting myself into this position. And now I'm at the point where I need to make other people money. So that's why I'm raising money from other people. I'm going to make them money. And then eventually in my future, I'll have some liquidity to do this stuff on my own. Now, if you're a creative, you're an operator, you're a content person, you do real estate, you do anything and want to do some work with Lucky Duck Ventures, reach out. I want to talk to you. There's a lot going on in the world right now, but that doesn't mean we stop building in our communities. None of this is going to get done on our own. It all is going to happen via collaboration. That's it. Making sure that all of us get the value we put in and make sure that whatever we're creating is creating value for you. But if it doesn't add any value, nobody's gonna fucking participate in it. Now here at Lucky Duck, we make things cool. We make things well. We use true craftsmanship. We are not automating every single fucking thing in every single business that we do. We're taking care of our people. We're adding value to you. And we're having a lot of fun while we do it. And we're taking old real estate that nobody is looking at and making it useful again, and not tearing it down and making some modern, ugly ass building. Restoring what was once built, the history that was here, and not stripping it of all of its culture. There's a lot of culture here in Indianapolis. A lot of cool artists and creatives. I mean, look at Butter. Look at Crease. Look at the craftsmanship coming out of Howlin' Hyde. There's business after business after business. I want to showcase that more. And I want to get the flows of capital into the hands of these types of creators who are going to make an impact in the community. We're going to keep manufacturing here. We're going to keep jobs here. We're going to pay their people well. That's Lucky Duck Ventures. That is what we do. We create cool shit. We pay our people well. And we're going to build an empire with our peers. Why am I doing this? 1, because I don't think anybody else is. And 2, I think I'm uniquely positioned to pull it off, right? My hope with these videos is to spread awareness to what we're doing, get the attention of the people I need, and go from there. I know that inevitably I will pull these projects off, whether it's 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. And these projects I've put together don't have a time frame on, right? It's a 5 to 10 year plan. Through your help, through your engagement and participation, we can build these things a lot faster. And that's the goal with this YouTube page. And that's the goal with making these videos, is to spread awareness to the amazing, cool, interesting, creative things happening here in Indianapolis. Not just what I'm doing and what we're doing, but what you're doing, what these other operators throughout Indianapolis are doing. There is a great opportunity for us over the next 10 years to develop Indianapolis into a market of innovation. And not innovation in software, technology, and things that don't inherently add value to our life or society. I mean in building real things, and building beautiful, wonderful restaurants, and building boutique hotels, and creating clothing that's manufactured here in Indianapolis, to creating unique consumer packaged good products that can, spread across the nation. Globalization sucks, right? Having these national companies in our communities siphon our cash and send them out to their boards is not beneficial. And so we're going to change that. We're going to change the nature of how we talk about business. We're going to change the nature of how we do business. And we are going to get the flows of capital back into the hands of the people who make a fucking difference. That's what we're going to do. But seriously, follow along. And now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you around the city. I'm gonna show you some locations that really need some love and show you all the opportunity that just sits around here vacant, unused. It's crazy. And we're back. It is currently -5 degrees. We're gonna go drive around and look at a few buildings that I've been looking at over the last couple of years, a few buildings that I think are ripe for other investors or operators to come in and restore, and a couple buildings that we're looking to purchase this year and turn into our businesses. So come along. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cold. Let's go.
I love this spot, man.
Welcome to the Toy Pit, one of Indy's best businesses. This corner on 38th and College previously was a ghost land. All of these buildings are mostly vacant. It took one person coming in here and taking a risk, and it's changed this entire neighborhood. And this is kind of what we want to talk about. It takes people putting capital into the hands of people like this in order for us to change our communities. Now, the next few buildings I'm going to take you to are abandoned, need a lot of help, a lot of work, but this city's beautiful and has so much opportunity in it. But investing in a Dropbox or software isn't going to impact your community the way the Toy Pit has. It's cold in the streets. All right, we're 8 blocks south here at 30th and College. This is another prime example, and whoever's doing this renovation, I'd like to give you your cake. This building at 30th and College next to Stetson Senior Apartments was another abandoned building. And now over the last 6 months to a year, they have been slowly renovating and restoring this building back to a useful place. Now, once this is done, retailers, small businesses can fill this up, and the neighborhood all around here is going to stand to benefit. Whoever invested in this property in 5 years, the valuation is going to be a lot higher. They're going to make a lot of money, and the community gets some value out of these businesses. It's a simple concept. Simple concept, but this is another prime example of taking something that was just gonna probably be bulldozed and turning it into a useful, beautiful brick building, remaining and keeping some of that character and not making one of those dumbass modern buildings. But this is cool. This is what I'm talking about. Welcome to Talbot Street. Now, what's cool is Talbot Street is a very, very historic street, a historic name. There's the Talbot Street Art Fair that happens down this road every single year that brings in tens of thousands of people. Now, what I'm really excited to tell you is this building is one of the buildings that we're going to be purchasing this year. Let me tell you why. 1, it's in a historic neighborhood. 2, because it's in a historic neighborhood and is a historic building, we can get grants from the city to restore the building rather than taking on all the construction costs ourselves. What I love about this building too is that it started out as a theater. It was the Talbot Street Theater originally, and it had some iterations from that point and eventually was a kind of like a dine-in theater. And then in the 80s, I believe, or in the 90s is when it turned into Talbot Street Nightclub, which was a LGBTQIA focused nightclub. And it did a lot of advocating for that community. And I love the history that's attached to this building, but it's been vacant for 10 years. And as you can see from the front of the building, it's kind of fallen apart, but it's a beautiful historic building with different type of architecture that you're not going to find being built nowadays. And what's cool too is that you have tons of businesses and commerce happening around this building already. So right next to us, we have Babies. Right across the street, we've got Gather 22, which is a wonderful coffee shop and cocktail bar. You've got a wonderful art gallery right there. And the whole neighborhood is really positioned for whatever you put in this to do really well. So that's why we're going to buy this building. We're going to put in the effort. And here soon, we'll start disclosing what's going to go into a beautiful location like this. If you have any guesses what might go into this building, let me know. Put it in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think should go into this building. So 22nd and Talbot, we're coming. Currently at 40th and Boulevard in the neighborhood of Butler, Tarkington. We're about a block south of Hoagie's and Hops, the #1 cheesesteak in all of Indianapolis. And this building, beautiful 100-year-old blue brick building behind me, is the second building that Lucky Duck Ventures is going to try to purchase this year. Our goal is to make this into Nevermind Market, a coffee bar and a bar for Butler students and other people in the neighborhood to enjoy. On this south side of Butler Tarkington, there is a food desert. There is a huge need for more businesses to serve the communities in these areas. We've got Let's Chew just across the street, which is an awesome burger place. We've got Full Retail across the corner. And honestly, this building, if we were to build out something retail and it were to catch on, it's going to help develop the whole rest of all of these corners. And whoever buys this building initially will stand and make a lot of money on it. But this is a beautiful building. This is what I'm talking about. This is never my market. This is the future of third spaces, right? Not everywhere has to have alcohol. Not everywhere has to be a bar. But the third space and community aspect that bars offer is something that we can model after. Never my market 2026. This is the dream. Welcome to formerly a Delaware nursing home. We're currently on Delaware and 20th. This was an old nursing home that sits between a massive historic neighborhood that does not have enough businesses in the middle of it. Now, this one's a little more interesting in the sense that it's got a lot of individual rooms throughout it. But look at all that stonework, all the dark shingles. I love the aesthetic of this building. And again, it's just been abandoned and sitting here. And if you look around me, I'll kind of flip this around. Look at all these beautiful historic homes. You've got a ton behind me as well. You've got the Propoleum up north a little bit. And really, I just think this is a wonderful neighborhood that could be served with some more retail or commercial businesses. What we've found over the last 25, 30 years, having all these national corporations come into our neighborhoods, is they killed businesses like this. And once these businesses die and those national companies eventually leave, we're left with nothing serving this community. And so if you have an idea for a building like this, let me help you figure out how to pull it off. Our goal at Lucky Duck Ventures is to get the flows of capital back into the hands of people who want to take on the hard job of turning this into something viable for their community. I love it. I think you'll love it. I think it would serve a great purpose in this neighborhood. And honestly, it's so walkable. It's beautiful. But yeah, Delaware Nursing Homes, right here on historic Delaware. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. We're going to be doing these videos once or twice a month, getting out content to you to tell you more about the Indianapolis markets, businesses we're building. We want to talk more about these small business operators that are out there doing cool shit that do not get the spotlight enough. So follow along. It's going to be a fun journey. We're going to build some cool shit, and hopefully you'll learn a few things.